So say you dye your hair. No, I just use small polish. Now my beard go I suppose dye because this middle can't day black. Everywhere else can't white. See. So it go be like say I no get beard. I get small. Now just grade the warrior. Shukbo, brother. How you doing? How are you doing? So my sanitizer. Let me spray all of you. Evil spirits watching my live. Very good. How are you doing, all of you? Big shout out to you guys. We're here to talk about MohBad's father. Don't forget, buy direct from USA.com. Buy direct from USA.com for everything you need from America delivered to your doorstep in Nigeria. I'm somewhere in Yoruba land, far away from Lagos, about 6 hours from Lagos. I'm not going to tell you where it is, so y'all stop looking for me. So, let us talk about MohBad's management against MohBad's father. It's a dicey one. And by the way, guys, church service tomorrow is 2 p.m. instead of 12:30 because we have a family function and I just couldn't get out of it. I've tried everything. I just couldn't get out of it. Someone said, why are you running, Daddy Freeze? I'm not running anywhere. Run, okay? I'm here for a family function. Run, okay? Not talk the one way go make me enter inside you. I say my own no good. So let's talk about this. And I'm going to talk about this from a professional standpoint, from a family standpoint, from a cultural standpoint, and from a Nigerian standpoint. So church service tomorrow, once again, is 2 p.m. Ada is reading scriptures for me. So here's the story. According to reports, MohBad's management slams Mr. Aloba, that's MohBad's dad, with a 200 million naira suit, demanding a retraction of his recent statement in 14 days. Lawyers, I want you on this one. Lawyers, I want you on this one. I'm going to share my personal perspective. I'm not a judge or a lawyer or magistrate. I don't have any legal training whatsoever. But I'm going to tell you what my take is. And this is my personal observation. Mr. Aloba don't overdo with his constant call out of Wumi, in my opinion. But we cannot take away the fact that he is MohBad's father. And if he says he's worried about a will, I don't think threatening him with a lawsuit is the way out of it. I understand them coming to debunk, but which one be say you go sue? Do you think MohBad will be happy knowing you sued his father? Waiting, how you they manage MohBad to the point where you they sue him papa? When MohBad they alive, they born away make you sue him papa. Whether there is a will or there is no will, you can come out though, in my humble opinion, this is my take, and say there's no such will, disregard anything the father said, but to actually sue MohBad's father on behalf of MohBad. Okpo. To sue a grieving father you are the management of his son. And the least sentimental person you will ever meet in your life. whether the father is acting like a father or not. Mohbad's father's issues were around when Mohbad was alive. Mohbad's father did not just grow into what he is overnight. Mohbad had a way of handling his father. Handle his father the way the son handled him. How can you sue a father on behalf of the son? Because it's the son's management. The intellectual property that we're talking about is his son. I ain't born this boy. I ain't send him go school. I ain't feed him. Yes, I know say Mohbad papa they overdo. Which one be lawsuit? You see, Wunmi can file a lawsuit against the father. But Mohbad's management. So you are trying to tell me that Mohbad's management loves Mohbad more than the father loves Mohbad? Or am I the one that is being sentimental here? These are my opinions. As a Nigerian, as a cultural man, Mohbad respected. They had fight. It's like me and my papa. We dey fight steady. But would I want to sue my father? When nobody say my papa thief my money. Do you understand what I'm saying? I think we have taken this, as in we've taken this to a ridiculous extent. In my opinion, this is my personal view. I've never been on Mohbad's father's side. Because in the overdo, we know. This cannot be about business of his son. And if he speaks out of it on a will, he's worried. Come out and say there is no such will. Which one is carrying him to court? You will carry your papa go court. All of them are where they talk. How many of you will carry your papa go court? Why did Mohbad not sue his father when he was alive? You are Mohbad's management suing Mohbad's father. Don't spoil this boy's legacy. In my humble opinion, this is my opinion. No. Don't spoil Mohbad's legacy. Don't spoil Mohbad's legacy. You can't. You can't act in Mohbad's interest in a way that will affect the brand of Mohbad. Mohbad's father had access to his house. He spoke. You see, there are situations where a child is estranged from his parent. There was a time when me and my father were living in the same town and my father did not know my house and we're quarreling. It's different. Mohbad had a relationship with their father. Mohbad had a relationship with his father. It might not have been the best relationship. It might not have been a model father-son relationship. But there was a relationship. There was a relationship. There definitely was a relationship. And you cannot just come and say you are Mohbad's management. Who is Mohbad's? The last management me I know say be Mohbad's management. Naira Marley. And you all need to be careful. If Mohbad's wife is in this management thing, it will not, in my opinion, it will look funny. It will turn funny. Because people now see that, I've been called me one bear. I've been called me one bear. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, guys. So, when I read the story, I was a bit worried. Normally, we all know say Mohbad papa dey overdo. We all know. We all know. But suing him, ìyẹn pọ̀ díẹ̀ now. Ìyẹn pọ̀ díẹ̀. Who has access to Mohbad's account to the point where they can tweet on his behalf. Me, the only person who has access to my account, that's me, I don't know somebody else who can tweet on my behalf is Tastebuds. She's the only person that can tweet on my behalf, go to my page and post something. Sue your client's father. As in how? Lawyers in the house. Lawyers. Please come. Please, lawyers. Lawyers, where are you? Where are all my lawyers? Can you sue your client's father on behalf of your client in Nigeria? That's my question. Who is the management? And legally, can a management sue on behalf? Because management can sue the artist self. What management contract do they have with MohBad? When did MohBad sign new management contract? Who is this? Okay, we want to know dear management. We want to know who you people will be. Someone said morally management is wrong to sue him. I feel like that too. How do you sue? I don't know. Maybe I'm too emotional in this case. On behalf of MohBad. Because right now I don't even know who the management can be again. I don't even know who. I'm trying to read comments. Let me close TikTok for now. Or is it YouTube I should close?
I'm trying to get ready.
Who is management here? Jumoton, Major B went to uni together. In fact, we went to primary school, secondary school, and did we go to secondary school together? Major B, did you go to ISI? I don't remember you going to ISI, but I know we went to UI together. What's up, brother? We went to primary school and uni together. Please leave sentiment aside. Mr. Loba has no right to defame the law firm. Daddy Freeze, his demise has really shown light on the IQ of the set of people around him. It's really sad how everything has turned out since his journey of no return. What is your take, guys? If you're watching on TikTok, double-click the screen. Pop my money guns, TikTok people. I'm about to leave you guys in a few minutes. Hey, Jumoto, I do. I just want to hear from people. Una no go come now talk. Oh man, I remember that this particular phone has issues when it comes to inviting people live. The phone I'm using, I don't know, I'm using my Samsung Fold 5. TikTok network is bad, I can see. That's why I don't have many people on TikTok. Don't worry, guys. I'm not going to stay for more than another 10 minutes. I just want to pick your brains. All of you that sent requests, I've sent your request back. I've sent Mr. Starks to a request. My network is poor, I know. I'm not in Lagos. Okay, Mr. Starks finally has been able to join, so one person is with us. Can you hear me, brother?
I can hear you. That is good morning.
Good morning. So what is your take? Am I overreacting or am I in order?
I don't know. For some reason, the network is a bit unstable.
But can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I think there's something wrong with the network. And your audio is coming in a little, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. It's because I'm not in Lagos.
Yeah. Okay, so very quickly, let me just share my thoughts. There are a couple of questions that I'm asking, and one of the questions is, how can we find out who registered this management company and how long they've been managing MohBad? When you look at a company's registration, it will have the board of directors and all the owners, and we will know whether the wife is there or not. So that will answer that question. Of course, not unless she's not, she didn't want to be listed or she doesn't want to be listed at the time of registration. The other thing is that the freeze, I don't know if we've thought about, I'm sure before anybody goes to court to try to sue, they will have attempted to settle the matter, in-house. Does that make sense? And if they don't feel like...
Good afternoon, Dr. Grace.
Good afternoon, my sister.
Good afternoon. I'm going to mute. I will let him finish before I say my piece.
Perfect. So continue, sir.
If they don't feel like they're getting anywhere with their conversations, at that point in time, DJ Bongoli, I see you. At that point in time, they can follow. Anybody can sue anybody. Just because you file a lawsuit doesn't mean you will get what you want. And if we're looking at it from a moral lens of, is it the right thing to do, especially a grieving father? My answer is no. My answer is no. But if you have a business and you're not getting anywhere with someone via mediation or whatever the case may be, then, and again, if they have a legitimate contract, there's grounds for them taking it to court. That's just my thought.
Okay, let's hear from the lady too. Hey, lady, don't go. I'm gonna saw the network bad.
Someone said grieving father should also bite his tongue.
Send me requests, guys. The network is pretty bad here. So let me invite another guy. I wanted a guy and a girl or a mix of both. Yella. Oh, my man.
Back on. DF, your network is really, really bad today. What's going on? Can you hear me? Hello? DF, can you hear me? DF, you have a very bad network.
Yeah, I'm trying to sort it out.
You have a very bad network. I don't know if you can hear me. Okay. People are saying they can hear me. Okay. I can't see DF there. I don't know what's going on with your network today. Okay. People saying they can hear me clearly. I disagree with you when you're saying that the management cannot sue Mr. Aloba. And this is my reason for saying that I disagree with you. You see, MohBad joined another management before he passed away. He did. He started his own management, his own record label. And I think he wanted to change his manager, and that is why he had a conflict with Naira Marley. Okay, fast forward. Anyway, he had another management that is managing him as an artist. So he has his own management, and I think there's a contract between him and his management. Mr. Aloba has no right to go and grant an interview with any newspaper or on national television and accuse a law firm. DF, you're well learned. You know how hard it is to be called to a bar, let alone own a chamber in Nigeria. So if he's going out to allege that the law firm were present when MohBad's body was in the house and they used his thumbprint to sign a will and there's a will in MohBad's name, then he just needs to prove that when he gets to the court. Suing him is right. Morally, you can say no because he's a grieving father, he's a father of an artist. Even if MohBad go beyond the contract agreement or anything, the management can sue him as an artist. So he cannot go out on any interview and defame a law firm. A law firm that have their own reputation to protect. They have their own clients, other clients. So you have to think about that. That is their own livelihood. That is their own family. Listen, don't put, sentiment into this. This is business, strictly business. It doesn't matter if it's the artist's father, if it's the artist's mother. The fact remains that he defamed a law firm. You cannot, under no circumstances, go out there and defame anybody. If your sister defame you or anybody defame your business, your livelihood, your career, you have every right to defend that. The lawyers haven't done anything wrong yet, if you ask me. The management haven't done anything here, if you ask me. It took them years of time to build their firm, to have their reputation. He cannot go out. There is no ignorance in the law. You cannot say because you're a father to MohBad, to the artist under their management, gives you the right to defame their chamber. See, it costs them a lot more to defend their career, to defend their name when they have other clients under their firm. He went out and alleged that, if anything happens to him, they should hold Mr. Falano, S.A.N. Falano responsible. If S.A.N. Falano wants to take that up, he will win. He has lawyers that, that are meant to...
I understand if he defamed the lawyer. But let's read the can you hear me?
I can hear you, dear.
Okay. Let's
Your
read.
network is really bad.
Yes, let's read the contents of the letter.
Yeah.
We are solicitors to Mr. Oluwasonya Falade ESQ, Esquire, referred to as my client, on whose behalf we write this letter to you in respect of the captioned matter, the details of which appears in the subject line of the letter. On the 10th of January 2024, Apostle Aloba Joseph, referred to as Apostle Aloba, made the following defamatory and libelous statement through an interview. Okay? The statement made, it said they had to carry the body home, arrange what they wanted to arrange. I was so shocked when I heard that there was that a 26-year-old having a will. Me as a father, I am 50 to 60 years of age. I don't have something like that. I never think of my will. Why will a 26-year-old boy have a will? Is a capital no. They have to collaborate with the lawyer. The lawyer to maybe put his hands to many things that is not right. 26 years of age now, thinking of having his own will. And MohBad is the kind of person that he can never think of, say he wants to, his hand to stamp. Okay, so I'm trying to see that's a lawsuit too. The statement made by the the letter is in this, the print is so small. My question is his lawyer the one suing? MohBad's father had in a recent interview revealed that I'm reading what Instablog wrote because the writing of the letter is so small I can't read it. But MohBad's management
I've seen the letter.
in a statement rebuffed the allegation, saying that the alleged will is as unprecedented and unreal. The matter has escalated as MohBad's father faces legal action from the management team. In the letter, the management demanded that MohBad's father retract what they call slanderous remarks and provide a public apology. What do you need from inside?
Everything.
Hey, and I'm using it to prop myself up. 5 minutes. I'll give it to you in 5 minutes. Don't be angry.
In 5 minutes before that,
no.
Your network is really bad today, dear.
I know, but everybody, can you guys hear me on TikTok, YouTube? Oh yeah, come and carry it. Sorry, I'm using Tastebud's bag to prop. Yeah, bring that. Come and carry the bag. Yes, just carry it like that. Take it, no problem. Just don't let it shake my own bag. Separate it, yes, fine. And help me move that red box under it. Because I'm using both hands too. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. The box itself will not be able to carry the weight. Yeah, move it. Hold. Oops. It can't. It's going to slip. It's not. It can't. Set it. With the stuff inside, yeah, maybe. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to do a makeshift stuff here. It's not any good. All right. So back to what I was saying. I don't understand whether MohBad's is the management is suing the father or the lawyer is suing the father.
Can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
As far as I know, I think the management, I don't think the management are involved, but I think they might be involved. But
Because
the
what
lawyers
it says, what
are
it said here
suing
is
Mr. Aloba.
MohBad's management slams. Is it?
Okay,
Maybe
so that
let
means
me
they're
read it
fully
from Linda
involved.
Ikeji's
Okay.
blog.
Okay, so I think they're still within their right to file a lawsuit for that, for what he said. Because I watched the interview, and I think the management and both of them are still within their rights to file a lawsuit. Because allegedly,
The lawyer, if he defamed the lawyer and said the lawyer wrote a will, but in the interview, did he mention the lawyer's name?
He accused them.
Hold on, did he mention the lawyer's name? Did he mention the lawyer's name? Eh?
He did not mention anybody's name, but he refers to them as management and the lawyers. Who have the management and the lawyers?
It's a tricky one, no?
Anybody's name in the interview.
It's a tricky one. Because, for instance, if he says, it's a tricky one. I don't know. In my opinion, like I said, I'm not a lawyer. But if I were in this case,
it's a very tricky one. I agree with you on that. It is a very tricky one because it did not mention anybody's name. However, he refers to them as the MohBad management lawyers. So, practically, he is directing and indirect. And in the law of defamation of character, is you're directing or indirect, falsely accusing
Are you a lawyer?
the management. I have LLM, so I am very well educated in the legal team.
Okay, LLM is a law degree.
I reside here in the UK. So, indirectly, he refers to them as the management and the lawyers of MohBad, and falsely accuse them of forgery of a will. You have to bear in mind that the management and the lawyers, both of them, have a reputation to protect. As lawyers, the first thing you want to do is protect your name and your reputation and your chambers because of your other clients that have trust in you. That is their livelihood. That is how they survive with their family. He has no right to do that. If he has evidence against that state, the lawyers and the management, his own lawyer, Mr. Aloba lawyer, should be filing a lawsuit against them, not social media, to accuse them wrongly without evidence.
Now, hold on. Let me take you up on that. You cannot choose the means through which I fight you.
Sorry, your call came in.
You can't choose the means through which I fight you. You are a lawyer. I am not a lawyer. If
I
we
can
go to
hardly
court,
hear you, DF.
guys, can you hear me? Can you guys hear me?
A little bit.
Guys, can you hear me a little, or you can't hear me well? Let me listen and see if I can hear myself.
You're cracking up.
Wow, the network is very bad. The network. Mute your mic.
You're cracking up so bad.
Mute your mic. Mute your mic. Mute your mic. That would help. All right. Can you hear me now? Is it better? Okay. It's better now. Okay. So let me say what I wanted to say. We cannot choose the means through which people fight. If I have 1 million followers, more or less, 966,000 on Instagram. If a lawyer decides to employ his legal might against me, I'm going to use my might too. I can't win him in court, but I can win him in the court of public opinion, and the court of public opinion also matters. So saying that he should have gone to sue, it's not everybody that jumps and sues. sometimes we air our pain out. Now, if the man suspected that there was a will, and this will is, in his opinion, fraudulent, I believe he deserves to raise an opinion about it. I don't know if I'm making sense. He should do it without defaming. I'm trying to see what the defamation is. I don't understand the defamation in that. You see, sentiments are very high. Some people are on MohBad's side, some are on the MohBad's wife's side. And like I said from the beginning, I know MohBad's father, they overdo. But who is the management that is suing? We want to know who the man... Okay, if it is the lawyer, if he defamed the lawyer, the question is, how did he defame the lawyer? He just said the lawyers. Me, if you ask me, I'm a street boy. You ask me, you said the lawyers. Yes, I went there one day and I saw one Mr. Benga. I'll just mention any name that is a lawyer. Who was there? Nobody was there. I'm the only one that saw him. You understand what I'm telling you? I can simply say I wasn't referring to you. I met a young lawyer there that day and I cook up a name and say the lawyer's name is Wale or Uche. Because if he mentioned the lawyers, he said, okay, there's one, if you are even given a description, there's one of MohBad's lawyers, one tall guy like this that has beer and 3 tribal marks. Do you understand what I'm telling you? Well, he just said lawyers. He went there and he met a lawyer. Do you understand what I'm telling you? Anybody can be a lawyer. I don't know if I'm making sense to you. Anybody else can be a lawyer. Secondly, MohBad's management that is suing his father, who are they? When did they begin to manage MohBad? Can we get some history on them? Because, you see, MohBad has now turned to pop. Naira Marley went to prison for 1 month because of this boy. You cannot tell us that you are his management and you are operating from the shadow. This has turned into a national case. Naira Marley and Sam Larry were locked up for 1 month because of this boy. Naira Marley cannot be in any way linked to the demise of MohBad in any way. Yet he was in jail for 1 month. So you cannot tell us you are his management. It's not possible. The whole world has arisen. If this was a family matter, you were handling it like it's different. Naira Marley almost lost his life because of this guy. Then you are now telling you his man. No, we want to know you. The social media community put pressure on the police to arrest Naira Marley just because of the way Naira Marley handled him. Even though leading to his demise, it is obvious Naira Marley did not have a hand in what led to his immediate demise. Yet this boy slept 1 month inside police. He lost his Holland citizenship that he was pursuing, was brought back home, and then you are telling us you are his management. No. I don't think that's going to work. In my humble opinion, no. We want to know you. Can we get to know you guys? Can we get to know what the contract is? Yes.
Can I come in now, dear?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. I totally understand where you're coming from when you're talking of Naira Marley didn't have a direct influence on how the guy died. I don't want to say the other words.
Yes, I get you.
Okay, I totally accept that because there was no direct evidence. Agreed. So, but the police decided to hold him down for a month throughout the investigation. They must have had their reasons while they were investigating the case. So, holding him down for almost a month, and I think that was granted by the court to the police. The prosecutor applied for that, and they were granted that opportunity to hold him for a month for the investigation. So we cannot question that until we see a thorough explanation of the police investigation about the case. Okay, so I would want to touch Naira Marley's side of the story or his involvement in the MohBad's case.
What I'm using
Because,
Naira Marley for, what I'm using Naira Marley for is, if the world could bring in Naira Marley to answer questions. If we have a question, if the father raised a suspicion, Naira Marley went to jail because of a suspicion, not because of anything concrete. So if the father raises a suspicion and says he because I watched that part, the father did not say, he said more like he heard that there was a thumb-printed will. So if the father raises a suspicion, then we should be able to act on it just the way we acted on Samilari video, just the way we acted on Naira Marley.
DF, I don't want us to digress from the main thing that I came on the live for. Naira Marley didn't actually go into this prison for a month because of the world, social media world, suspect him or under suspicion. No, he was MohBad's former management. He signed MohBad as an artist.
Okay, so if Naira Marley went to prison for being MohBad's management, why did MohBad's management did not go to prison too? I'm not getting it.
MohBad was attacked in Naira Marley's house. We saw the video.
Okay, the father also came and said, now, the father also, I want you to understand, the father said there was a will. Does the father have a right if he heard a rumor? Hold on, if the father heard a rumor that there was a will, does he have the right to raise it or not?
He has every right to raise a suspicion of anybody.
Good.
Including the lawyers, the management, everyone. He has every right to raise a suspicion. But he cannot, however, he cannot falsely accuse anyone without an evidence.
I want to know how he accused. I watched that video. Is there something else? Maybe I'm the one that is not getting it.
He said the management brought in a lawyer and he met the lawyer in the house where his son's body was laying on the floor in order to use his thumbprint to sign a will. He made that statement as if it is a fact statement that he can have evidence to protect. So if he's sure of what he's saying, he should not have a problem going to court and defend himself, provide his evidence to the judge, and he will be a free man. He doesn't even have to pay the 200 million naira or anything or retract anything as long as he's able to provide his evidence to the court of law. Because the way he was saying it is as if, he's sure of it. And you and I both know that hearsay doesn't count in the court of law. So if he has evidence to back that statement up, I would say he doesn't have a problem to go to court and say, I raised the suspicion of the management and the lawyers about the will because I have this evidence and these are my evidence. So it will be fine. We shouldn't worry about the lawyers filing a lawsuit against him because he's a MohBad's father or is related to MohBad. If the artist did something that is not right, the management will file a lawsuit against them. That is the law. This is business. We have to remove sentiment about it. It's business. It's not about family. This is business. It's business.
All right, brother. How you doing? Let's hear your view.
Going to Naira Marley's side of the story.
Hello, Daddy, please.
Hello, brother. Let's hear your view.
Yes, just my view is that she's talking about being she's being sentimental about this issue right now because all of us had the video where the father was saying, okay, I went to their house. It is not the doctor. The father was very clear that, okay, I didn't meet the doctor. I met a lawyer, which can be any lawyer from any chamber. Didn't mention any chamber. Didn't mention any lawyer.
Play that video again while we are here.
Let me tell you the video. Let me tell you as Mr. Aloba quoted it. He said,
when I reached here, can play that video
it does not belong to me. It is not my content. So somebody can sue.
Yes, it's the copyright.
Yeah, copyright. That's why I can't play it. But I remember watching it.
Yes, he quoted that, okay, Mr. I went there. I'm supposed to see a doctor, but I'm not seeing a doctor. I just see a lawyer. What is lawyer doing here? Like, okay, they now say there is a will. The will is showing fingerprint, not signature, which means at this century of age, 2023, 2022, 2024, why will I be seeing a thumbprint instead of a signature? I don't think there's anywhere we're using a thumbprint. MohBad has been signing deals for a long time. I saw the picture and video when he wants to sign deal with Malian's record, where he used a signature, not thumbprint. So why will someone use a signature before and now use the thumbprint on his will? That's a very big suspicion for him to just raise it. There is no any name called. There is no. He didn't even mention lawyer. He mentioned his mom. He mentioned I saw his mom and his wife. He didn't.
Now
mention
you're saying two things. Okay, you're saying two things. Let me come in there.
How?
You're saying two things.
How?
You're making a statement of he didn't mention the name and he said he saw a lawyer in the house. You saw a will. There's a will with a thumbprint. You're believing that part of his story.
I'm not believing. I'm quoting Mr. Loba now.
He allegedly. No, let me land. Let me speak. Can you let me speak, please? You refuse to see the part where he falsely accused indirectly the management and the lawyers of, forging a will.
What's
But
wrong?
you're recognizing the part. You're recognizing the part.
How are you sure?
Hold on a second, Oga. Now, wait. Now, if you don't let me speak, how you go here? Hold on. You're recognizing the part where he said, and you quoted that. I met a lawyer. I did not meet a doctor. So you're even saying it that is a fact statement that he's not lying, he's saying the truth. Okay,
I'm
if he's saying
now.
then
I
you
don't
should
know
provide us
anything.
the will now. Mr. Loba should show us the will and go to court and say there is evidences and point out at the lawyers.
Daddy Freeze, can I talk?
Please let him talk. Let him finish so we can round off.
Okay. The problem here is that I'm quoting Mr. Loba. I'm not there. If you are there, you will tell us you are there. Because I'm quoting Mr. Loba, what he said, and what we have on the media. I'm not there to know if he's falsely accusing the lawyer or not. But what we have here is that I'm quoting him that he said he didn't meet a doctor, he met a lawyer. And he met a lawyer with his mom and so. He didn't mention management as a whole. That's what happened there. That's what I heard in the video. Maybe you had another thing or you were there. I don't know. But what was brought to us by Mr. Loba on video, on social media, it doesn't warrant any defamation statement or any, maybe you are defaming chamber or you are defaming a name. You are talking about a lawyer, changed his name and chamber. He didn't mention any chamber. He didn't mention any name, any lawyer's name. So how was it a defamation? Because I think that's what we are arguing about.
He didn't mention the name. Right, correct. He didn't mention the lawyer's name, but he said MohBad's management, right?
He didn't say MohBad's management. He said his mom and his wife. He didn't say management in the video. Don't worry, he didn't say management. He said he met a lawyer with his mom and his wife there. Who are the management? There is no mention any man. Who are the management? He knows the name of everybody that is there. He just said the lawyer. It's only the lawyer's name that he didn't mention.
No, I'm wearing sandals.
Okay.
Okay, so if you're saying that, he didn't mention any name, and he didn't direct his statements to the lawyers that have filed a lawsuit against him, then he shouldn't have a problem when he gets to the court of law, should he?
Nobody is going to the court of law because the defamation accusation is very wrong.
And then his lawyers will be able to defend that when they get
the video I had, he didn't mention even MohBad's management in the video I had. I don't know if Daddy Freeze can use that reference to listen to the video. He didn't mention MohBad's management.
Mr. Loba has a team on TikTok. So on one platform, he actually said something else. Something else. That the lawyers and the management, he said something else. I'm very sure you're following this case. I don't know if you're not. But if you go on TikTok and watch one of his, supporters staging shows on TikTok, you will hear it from the platform where Mr. Aloba again repeated the same thing that he said to TVC News, where the video went viral and said, the management had a thumbprint, and he even accused the wife, the late MohBad wife, Wumi, which, you know, I know you guys may be against Wumi and everything and supporting.
I'm not against anybody. I'm not against anybody. A lawyer is an adjective. To qualify someone that studies law and practices law. So how is it the name of a person?
He indirectly said the lawyers were there.
You see, my question is, he said he saw a lawyer there. Who is the lawyer he saw there?
Correct.
I watched that part of the video. I might not have watched. So if how does the law firm believe that it is their lawyer that he was talking about?
I'm not sure.
My question, because this to me is, you see, it is worrying. You cannot cry more than the bereaved. Yes, Mr. Aloba might not be a model father. He might not be the kind of father you want, or the father-in-law you want. But at the same time, let's be careful not to make him into a monster. You understand?
I agree with you.
I am seeing that they are playing on the fact that he has been on social media, and they are trying to make him, my opinion. I'm seeing that, and a lot of people are agreeing with me in the comment section. Yes, if he defamed a lawyer, yes, the law firm has a right to sue. It is their civil right, and they should pursue it. But I want to understand how unless there's another video, if it's that same video, maybe I need more clarity on it. And if he said there's a will, I don't see what if he said there's a will. If he feels, if he dreamt, if he slept and dreamt that there was a will that was thumbprinted, I believe it is enough for him to raise a suspicion. He is his father. Do you understand? I cannot raise that suspicion. Do you understand?
Yeah.
A certain lady has been going around saying she dreamt that MohBad has been appearing to her. Why has the management not sued her?
I don't understand.
A woman actually said MohBad cannot make heaven. Hold on. Do you realize that alone is defamatory in my understanding? You cannot defame, even when a person has passed on, you cannot even defame them in their demise. So if you say he has not made heaven, how can you prove to us? And the management is not concerned about that. It's more concerned about the will. It's not adding up to me. But like I said, I may be wrong. It's just my opinion.
Absolutely. It is everybody's opinion. I'm also just making my opinion. And what I can see on the whole MohBad case state is that, you know, people are picking sides and they're adding too much emotions and sentiment into the case and not really looking at it in a reality way. Yes, a lot of people, are supporting Mr. Aloba. Is a grieving father, putting emotions and sentiment into it. But I will just be blunt and say it as it is and say, I agree with him to raise a suspicion if he's suspected any foul play. But he should not accuse anyone wrongly without having an evidence.
I want to see how he accused.
Who did he accuse?
That's what I want to see.
This is it. He indirectly.
Can you sue for indirect? I don't know. Maybe it's possible. Maybe it's possible in law. Maybe it's possible in law.
He indirectly accused the lawyers by saying, I met a lawyer. And if you go to another platform where Baba MohBad is also very vocal on that platform, on TikTok, he has said something.
What is Baba MohBad's handle on TikTok?
No. He always joins some TikTok platform, Westos, or they call them Westos. So he always go on that platform, and there's a lot of things that comes out of his mouth that you will be shocked. To be honest with you, he's very different. So I'm not in support of anyone at all. I wish and I hope justice prevail on that MohBad case. I hope justice prevails. I'm not on anybody's side. But for the lawyers to file a lawsuit against him and ask him to tender an apology, retract his words about them, they're still within their civil rights to do so. Now, if you now said that, okay, I'm not talking about you, or I did not mention any name, and I have proof and evidence that there's a will, he has every right to raise that suspicion. Yes, I will back him up for that.
All right, guys.
But
This is as far as we can go now. I need to get ready. I'm off somewhere. Thank you all so much for the love. What we shared here is our opinion. We are not right, neither are we wrong. We're asking questions. We want to learn. And if I was wrong in any way, please feel free to correct me in the comment section. If you're a lawyer and you have a better understanding or a better grasp at the law than I do, I'm not embarrassed to say I want to learn from you. Drop your comment in the comment section. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please drop your comments. Do you agree with me or disagree with me? If I'm wrong, tell me why. If you think I'm right, tell me why. Take care. And my lovely sister, thank you so much for joining. All of us, take care and God bless.